And so Will ends up becoming captain of the Flying Dutchman.
Sorry.
Sorry. This, along with Kira becoming a pirate king, Jack and Barbossa being revealed to be pirate lords, effectively means that any sequel is impossible because now all your characters are too powerful. Seriously.
Well, true.
I mean,
They'll find a way.
They probably will.
However, at this time, right, everything starts going back to normality.
Yeah.
The guards have joined the pirates. The guards from Pirates 1.
Yes, the guards from Pirates 1 have joined some pirates, and they sail down both the Dutchman.
Yes,
and the
Dutchman goes away for a bit, and then the Pearls. It's either the Destroyer or the Interceptor. I'm going with Destroyer.
Oh, we think Destroyer.
We'll call it the Destroyer for a moment because it has several shitloads of cannons. Could that ship have any more cannons on?
Like 2 or 3 decks on it.
It was ridiculous, and they didn't fire a single goddamn shot. We'll get to that in a second. So yes, there's a Pearl going down, and then there's a Destroyer, and they look like they're about to kill each other. But when
Dutchman!
Exactly. Well, the Dutchman pops up and they
just blow it to shit.
Beckett, right, now this is where Steve and I disagree because I don't like this part. I think Beckett freezing at that moment when he has that many cannons with that much power and an entire armada behind him and just going, it was good business, and then just freezing and doing a slow-mo walk. No, it didn't work for me.
You see, I like the slow-mo walk, and I feel that he didn't say fire because he knew he wouldn't win. There was no
never
way
give
he
up,
was winning that fight.
never surrender.
But there was no way he was winning that fight.
Oh, he could have at least given it a bloody try. And then the Armada just turned around and went away. I mean, I'd avenge my Admiral.
Maybe, but then the pirates were too strong at this point, weren't they?
There were 2 fucking ships against an Armada. I mean,
and they had their own Armada backing them up. And one of those ships is a supernatural, regenerating, funky town ship.
True, but still, it seemed a bit weak. I mean, I'm an average human. I was one of them, and they just let the piratey superheroes just.
Well, you know, pirate superheroes assembled. Right, where are we now?
The fucking ship blows up.
Yep.
Dash Beckett. That's what we had. Isn't it?
That's it.
The good business line, followed by Raspberry. Barbossa and the Pearl. So yes.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Sparrow is on land, and he's got his wenches.
He's got his 2 wenches with him. And he's going back to his sort of dinghy, and unfortunately Gibbs, he finds Gibbs lying on the jetty, and he says, "Gibbs, what the hell are you doing here?" And Gibbs says, "Ah, well, you see, Captain, there's been a bit of a problem with the Pearl." And,
no, he doesn't. He says, "Gibbs, why aren't you on the ship?" "I am on the ship."
"Oh, wait."
And then he gets up.
And then he gets up and realises he's not on the ship, and then the wenches say, "Wait, is that your ship?" And point to Jack's dinghy, and he goes, "No, she's somewhat
That's
bigger."
the dinghy. My ship's... Why is my ship leaving?
And, so it turns out Barbossa has once again
left Jack staring at the back of the Pearl.
And,
So Jack decides to
so the pirates, oh God, what are their names? Mackenzie Crook and his mate, and the 2 guards from Pirates 1 get together and say, "You know what, Barbossa, we're a bit against you leaving Sparrow behind." And then Barbossa says, "But you see, mates, we're going after treasure," and reveals the sort of maps that he got off of South Feng at the beginning for World's End with funky treasure on, pulls it open, and reveals a nice circular hole. And it turns out that Jack had the map all along. And so he sort of turns to Gibbs and says, "Right, so I'll leave you now. Give what you can, take nothing back."
Yep.
And then Gibbs
No, take what you can, give nothing back. Not give what you can, take nothing back.
A bit. I feel really
He's
stupid.
just become Father Christmas rather than Captain Jack Sparrow. Who would have thought it?
I feel really stupid now. My God, this is going on YouTube. I'm going to be a complete fool.
Well, that's fine. Think how I look when I geeked out on the Spider-Man thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is a point. I've tried to control my swearing. I realise it hasn't worked, but there we go.
So
yes, Jack sets out in his little dinghy with his pirate flag, which made me laugh. Which is really saying we can continue. We can do so much more of these films.
But they shouldn't.
No, they shouldn't. But then again, they shouldn't have made Terminator. They shouldn't be making the Sarah Connor Chronicles, and they certainly shouldn't be making Terminator 4. Son of Glau, we love Firefly. I'm disappointed in you.
Son of Glau.
So much. Anyway,
well, you got to go with the
yes. So anyway, then we get to the sex on the beach with the world's most provocative Disney knee.
Oh my God!
Oh yes, Orlando Bloom.
I didn't think you'd go there.
The leg fetish thing. Gore Verbinski, we have a further insight into your mind.
Understand your mind.
Much like Quentin Tarantino and feet, you now have a thing with legs. Soon there will be a director who has a thing for hips, and well, I think there's already quite a few directors that have a thing for breasts. Really, I know I do. So yes, and then yes, so they and then the credits roll, and then it's 10 years later, and then it makes me vomit. So you made to tell this bit.
Well,
for those of you who didn't stay and watch the credits, shame on you and me the first time I saw it. Shame on me as well. Actually, I haven't seen the last bit. I've just heard about it.
He's just heard about it.
It still made me vomit.
He doesn't know why he's vomiting.
I do know why I'm vomiting. I do know why I'm
Look at him,
vomiting.
he doesn't understand.
I so do. Do you want me to tell you what happened at the end? Just to prove that I know, and then you
All
can
right.
back me up that
All right.
I know.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, 10 years later, Kira has child, because apparently this one fabulous time on the island, before they got to the knee kissing, you know, before and after.
Before or after, I mean, it's...
You know, I mean, maybe there was some previous knee kissing we just
Maybe
didn't see
there
for
was.
sort of like the XXX Pirates of the Caribbean, you know.
Yes. Ha. Go, yeah.
Would you like to plunder my ship?
I don't think anyone's going to take you up on your booty.
Hey, my booty is plentiful. Thank you very much.
I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it is as well.
Okay, good.
Anyway, moving on from the fact that Orlando Bloom, the little weed, got to sleep with that hottie Keira Knightley, you bastard. Kira has a child. Elizabeth has a child. And basically, throughout these 10 years, Will has been doing a sterling job of ferrying people...
the dead to...
I thought I was telling this.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, do go on.
He's been ferrying a grand old job. And apparently, because he's been doing such a grand old job, he can now kind of, well, set foot on land pretty much whenever he wants.
What?
And...
No.
No?
No.
No?
It's just 10 years later because you can only ever step foot on land once every 10 years.
Yeah, but he's been doing it for 10 years. Doesn't that mean sort of like that ban's lifted?
No.
That's what you told me.
No.
This is where I got my information from, by the way.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is, because over the phone, because Steve said to me, he said, did you stay for the end? And I said, no, I didn't. So he said, this is what happens. And look, the information this man gave me, is wrong. I swear he was doing this on purpose.
Did not.
You
no,
foresaw
I
this
did
moment.
not. I
you
didn't.
make me look like a fool on YouTube.
No. I said...
You see what I have to put up with here,
because
boys
he
and
can
girls.
only go on land once every 10 years, and so that's his next 10-year time on land. But he can only ever do it once every 10 years.
Oh, that's so not what you told me.
I'm sure that would be what I told you.
No, are you sure you're remembering it correctly?
Yeah, I'm sure I'm remembering it correctly, thank you.
Send answers on a postcard too.
Yes, do send answers.
I've only seen it once. To be honest, I'd watch it again for the Cannon Monkey. It's Cannon Monkey, and I fucking love Cannon
I'd
Monkey.
watch it again for some of the fights and for the Sparrow Barbosa banter.
Well, true. It was rather enjoyable.
Actually, it was all enjoyable. It's got to be said.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,